Well, hey, everybody. How's it going? I really can't wait because I got two eggs in my hands. It's a beautiful day here in Virginia. Guys, I can't believe Christmas. We're going to go do the lights again tomorrow night. Me and Mr. Carl's going to be doing a cameo, folks. Mr. Carl's joining me for a live on the Christmas lights tomorrow night. That was our very first video when we got here. Last year was going through Lehman's Park and driving around through and seeing all the Christmas lights, and it was awesome, guys. It was absolutely awesome. But hey, been a while. Been a long while. I think 2 weeks, something like that, since I've done a video, and I try not to disappear on y'all that long and without giving you an update. Oh, looky here, the girls, they playing. I just walked out here and they were headbutting each other. Mama Moo. Boy, she got her some extra pounds on, guys, for winter. And Daisy May, her beautiful daughter, she'll be a year old, guys, on January 9th. And we are almost done with the goat condo. It will be done today. Levi's been getting his tools together. And again, it's a beautiful day, and I had just gotten these two eggs up out of the chicken coop and forgot my cup of coffee, guys. And look, I got snowmen. Yeah, we just come through some pretty bad weather now. We had a 1 week of almost, it was deep freeze, nighttime. Didn't get much snow. We did get maybe a dusting one time. And then it just was bitterly cold and everything froze at night. Had to empty all the hoses and things of that nature. Typical what you got to do up here in these beautiful mountains for winter. But anyway, we hope everybody's doing good. Mr. Carl's doing good. He don't like this cold weather. He'll tell you that. He was wishing we were back in Florida, Toto, but we're not. And and I'm sporting my boots, and oh look, I got hay hanging off of my little scarf here. But yeah, always something going on. Got some nice Christmas presents. Look here. Miss T, I call her, is one of my neighbors, gave me this beautiful turquoise, since I broke my chain to my cross first, y'all, and then I broke the little leather piece that my little turquoise turtle was hanging on. So yeah, I got to try to find something to replace those with. But yeah, catch up real quick. Update on my kiddos is zero. Nada. Ain't heard a thing since Thanksgiving, since he spammed my Facebook account, all we can do is keep praying, guys. And my heart yesterday, in fact, I do have what's called supraventricular tachycardia. The first time I had heart trouble, which was 17 and 18, going into 19 down there into Florida, after Daddy died, and I had moved down there and took over his place and went into probate. There's one of Jesse's cats creeping by. You see him? Where you going, Thor? Where you going, boy? Come here. Yeah, I just filled up all their kitty bowls, but he's the bigger one. He's the one I ain't too worried about staying outside, but that other smaller one, he's doing all right, but he ain't as big as that one, as far as holding his own against other feral cats. But anyway, everybody's doing good. All the animals and Mr. Carl, and he'll be like I said, doing a cameo tomorrow night for y'all that are Mr. Carl fans. Get a little dose of his wisdom and his funniness. He can be very funny, guys. Yeah, he makes me laugh a lot. Very witty. He'll just say the funniest damn things, just off the cuff, we call it, just out of nowhere, boom. And yeah. So, but yeah, my heart, all they're going to do for now is monitor it. I'll take one heart pill a day. Can't even go get it until Monday. The pharmacy said they had to order it in. And they're going to monitor me every 3 months. If, there's no change or no improvement, then they'll discuss a pacemaker or ablation with me, because basically what it is your heart's out of rhythm. It goes into a beat that is out of rhythm, and it kind of gets stuck in that rhythm, and it causes a major fluttering effect in your heart. And sometimes it's so bad I gotta force myself to cough to, or bear down to get it to stop. That is, yeah, how they control it when it's a mild. And I'm kind of more to the moderate part, stage. So, yeah, I'm going to start some medication. But y'all just keep praying, because if we don't get it under control, I'm at a higher risk of developing a blood clot as the blood sits there. And it's basically, you got to think of almost like the heart kind of season a little bit. And that can coagulate the blood, and can cause stroke or heart attack. Yeah, so we don't want to go there. We don't want to go there. My daddy lived through a major stroke when he was a year younger than me at 58. He went back to work 2 years later at 60. He retired at 79, and he passed at 92. And never, once he got out of that hospital after that, he took medicine for like 3 months, blood thinners, and he never touched them again, and never even had another checkup by a doctor. To my knowledge, he went to the ER twice in all those years because of a really bad flu. Cold, real bad cold that he couldn't kick at home or just couldn't get past. And he took antibiotics a couple times. But other than that, maybe a breathing treatment, at the ER. But nah, other than that, no, my daddy did not believe in doctors. And he just didn't go there unless he felt like he's done. And he never felt like he's done. God bless him, all those years after that massive stroke. So I don't think I'm going to be that lucky, guys. And yeah, I'm sure everybody's seen all this ugliness and hatefulness and violence and division and all this going on in the news, guys. And I'm gonna tell you, I pretty much stay upset about this, because I'm just that type of person. I'm for everybody. I don't feel, nor have I personally ever felt or had the attitude that I was better or above others for any reason. And so I just can't be a part of all this division any longer, and it's major division, especially on Facebook. 15 years, y'all. 15 years. And I never intended. I started Facebook gaming as a pot farmer. That's where most of my first friends come from, and a lot of my cannabis advocates. Okay, we all game together, and as their advocacy stuff started hitting, my news feed back in and see 15 years, it was like 2010. Yeah, it's 2010. I opened my Facebook account. And so, again, I never even started doing videos until I really got to daddies. I mean, I'd do little repost stuff or family photos and, just things that I was doing at that time in my life. But never was I ever on social media like this. And so this just kind of rolled into something. And it takes a lot of my time and effort and money. They do make money. And I just refuse to support, like when Twitter was bought by Musk, Trump was invited back to have just an unchecked megaphone to the whole world on Twitter. We all know he didn't go back there for a long time, and until pretty recent. But still, when Musk bought that and invited Trump back to just give him that, again, unreined, unchecked, with his words and his misinformation, disinformation, and those that follow him that also act the same. I've never blocked so many people on Facebook, guys. Honest to goodness, when he first come into office, I might have had 20, 30 people blocked in 6 years, 7 years at that point that I was on Facebook. Now I guarantee you I got 1,000 blocked easily since he took office, because they want to. I mean, I've had them come direct up on my page and threaten my life, or hit me in my messenger box over a post and directly threaten my life. So I understand what all these politicians and shit are feeling, because whenever you're an advocate and you stand up for anything, I don't care if you got 100 people following you or you got 10,000 people following you, you're always going to have more haters than everybody else that just sits back and stays quiet as a mouse. Y'all know me. You know me. I don't know how to shut my damn big mouth. And I guess I'm just thankful to the good Lord that I've learned to use it to try to help benefit others, and to, be able to help educate others. You know, some people call it bitching. I just had one of my longtime friends now hit one of my posts going, wish you'd quit bitching. I'm like, really? Well, you know, I call it educating. Just like me getting on this phone, I call it my talk therapy, because I'm going to tell y'all, this all started as a cleanup at my daddy's 6.5 years ago is when I started doing little videos, and when cleaning up everything. Y'all know the story if you've been my followers. My daddy died. He'd been a hoarder my whole life. He was 92. I was 53. A month later, after he passed, I turned 53. And tag, I was it to clean up my daddy's mess of a property. And you know, I never really intended it to roll into this and for me to have so many different advocacy pages and interact with so many people on Facebook, but that's what it's grown into. And through the years, you know, my son got out of prison and then he got back on, you know, he went in an addict, and I was praying to the good Lord, and for many years I was told he wasn't coming out an addict, but he did. And you know, so you know, just this has been my way of chronicling, putting things, you know, in order, and having all the photos and videos and things I can look back on, because that's kind of like my healing therapy too. I can look back and go, what was going on in my life at this point in time? You know, what did I do if I was having a hard time, or my kid was having a hard time, or whatever? You know, what did we have to do? What did finally happen that we were able to persevere and end up on the positive side? Because there's always going to be good, bad, and ugly, guys. Always. Y'all know that. But I love you. I'm going to take a quick walk around here real quick and show you what we got going on. I hadn't done this in probably 3 or 4 weeks, but yeah, I got my couple little Christmas plants out right there on the bottom. Of course, I don't have no plants out. These are the old fall stuff that I need to cut and dry out and get the seeds out of them. And I'm working on putting my tree up there, and I just got my little snowman out. He ain't hooked up yet. We got the wood stove, guys, moved from that side of the house way over on the other side of the porch. This is my big Vermont casting wood stove that's going in that back kitchen, but of course we can't get it in there yet. But now it's at least located on the right side of the house, and this thing's about 500 pounds. You should have seen, and it's even wrapped in a shipping blanket. You know, got a few things stored under there. Just got all this wood. This is the rest of my floors back here, my floor joists. And none of y'all have seen since we plasticed everything off. It's a lot cleaner inside. Everything that we demoed's been cleaned out on the inside. And because of that massive cold, you know, we just had to come and go ahead and put up our Visqueen to our Tyvek to block everything, you know. Got to keep all that cold air out of the house. There's a few of my Houdini chickens. And of course, look at all the leaves again, guys. You see, this is all year long. This is a constant cleanup back here. You got to get rid of all this just to get down to the ground to be able to shovel dirt, which then I put in these buckets and that tote, and I tote out, and we'll put it into the wheelbarrow over on this side of the house where it's flat, and we take it. I did finally get in, look at the glass bottles I still got to go through, guys. I got all those other ones I washed inside, but look, I probably got another 50, 60 bottles right here. And I'm trying to get all this stuff picked up. That's the brick that will go under the wood stove that's going back in this corner. That'll make the, instead of putting down tile or an asbestos pad. But yeah, got the other piece of plastic. These are a couple of the poles we took down when we took down the temporary pen. Still got some wire and stuff on it, but I'll be doing all these poles nice and getting out these other old pieces of wood I just used to hold the plastic down so it wouldn't blow, and get us some dirt going there in the middle. But look, guys, no materials in my front yard except these poles. Now, too, I think I'm going to use these on the ends. And maybe in the middle, I don't know, I'm going to measure them and cut them like 4 foot, 5 foot, whatever this equals, and use them maybe on the 2 far ends over there. And I got this smaller one here I can do the same thing with and just make up the difference in landscape timbers. So yeah, my next big thing was spring. We'll be finishing all this fence for the dogs, finishing the fence here, putting the gate in there, the gate in down there at the bottom of the steps, finishing all this, utilizing all this will cover that old, the old steps, these old concrete steps under here. When I build the new wood steps, this will finish it off at an angle, and then it'll just be regular rails coming down for the handrails. But we got all the blocks moved over here. Got a big pile going of pallets over there we've been taking apart because we've been working on the goat house. And, well, I call it the goat condo, but look, guys, look. Yep, we're getting there. And the door will be right there where that pole's kind of leaning in the middle where that pole's at. And they have a vent up there for heat that comes out of the kitchen or the chicken side on that metal building. This will be, we're going to use metal right here because we're out of enough pallet wood that's long enough to fit here in one pieces. But we do have enough to do the front, the little front area where the door's going. And enough for the door, but we don't have enough for both walls, front and back, like we did that wall over there. And wasn't sure if I had my camera right. And then this wall here, we used some old tongue and groove, but I don't have no more of that. That's not painted. I do have more of it, but it's painted. And the goats, oh my goodness, look what they did to the side of the house. Oh yeah, this is what we got to fix next. Look there, guys. Okay, let me explain. We had cut the old blue stuff. We took completely off. We Tyvek'd, knocked in all the nails, extra nails. We Tyvek'd it all. We stapled it all, and I mean, we stapled it. We painted the blue that we left up because, again, that's all going to be T111, which is a wood board, and that window is going to become a door next spring with a little, stoop. And the walkway will come straight down through here. And my permanent little yard fence here for the barnyard will be from this pole straight to that green pole. So you have steps going down off the little back of that stoop to go around the back of the house. Then the other steps will come straight ahead right out to the driveway. So that's my end goal plan. But look what the goats did. They will literally get up on these blocks and they stretch up. I'm telling you, they can climb up, put their feet up there, and get hold of that. So now we got to backtrack. And I had stuck up some of this blue stuff back to keep them from doing that. Yeah, and look, they even tore down a piece of it too, or a couple pieces of it. Yeah, I'm telling you, they've chewed 2 light cords this week already. That's why they can't have a heat lamp on their side. It has to stay in on the kitchen side, and that was the purpose of me putting in the metal vent that will bring the heat around. But yeah, but we love everybody. We hope everybody's doing good. Just wanted to give you an update, say Merry Christmas, let you know that we're going to be going to the lights tomorrow night up here at the park. And just wanted to wish everybody a Happy New Year. I just can't support Facebook no more. I said delete my pages, guys, but I really can't delete them because, again, it's like my library of memories and videos, and it's also the only way that I communicate with my granddaughters, my only granddaughter's other grandmother. And the only way I can get photos and videos and stuff is to visit her Facebook. And also there's some other people that if I shut down my accounts completely, I will have no contact with. So I am going to leave them open. I'm just going to put them down to private. And that way I can contact people through my messenger, and still others that are my friends, or put it down to just friends, can contact me. But I'll put a final notice up, letting everybody know. But we love you. We love you a whole lot. And we just hope and pray everybody's doing good. Everybody, please stay warm. Please be good to yourselves first, because if we're not here, we can't be good to nobody else. We can't help the beautiful animals. We can't help the beautiful people around us, our families and our loved ones. So please, y'all, and if you get the chance today, of course, always be your own hero. But if you get the opportunity, also try to be someone else's hero. And we love y'all. We thank you for tuning in. We thank you for the beautiful years on Facebook. So many people we're going to miss. I'm going to give a quick shout out, and then I will put it in the comment box as well. I can be found on Blue Sky now, at Little House of Critters, of course, Critters with a K. And also my YouTube channel is what I'll do my longer live videos on, and do a live chat starting after the new year, after January 1st. And that's under my handle on YouTube, or my channel is I'm My Daddy's Tom Girl. And y'all know that. And y'all know I'm mighty proud of that fact. But we love you, and we just hope everybody takes care. And blessed Christmas and a happy, happy New Year. May we all do better and be happier and more prosperous. Even if that takes a miracle, keep praying, guys, okay? In 2025, we're looking for better days. We love you. Bye-bye.